Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Degree 3rd SEM English, first unit Grammar. So in the first unit, there are 3 units in Degree 3rd SEM, and 3 units have vocabulary items and grammar items. Under vocabulary items, we have synonyms and antonyms, British and American English, and idioms. And under grammar, we have prepositions, voice, that is active and passive voice, and then connectives. And now we are going to discuss the first unit, which has synonyms and antonyms under vocabulary and prepositions and prepositional phrases under grammar. So first, coming to the vocabulary, synonyms and antonyms. We all know that synonyms are similar words and antonyms are opposite words. So fill in the blanks with the appropriate word. The first one, the china cups were brightly colored and dash. So two words are given, dainty and bonny. So which is the correct one? It is dainty. Second one, disappointment was writ large on his dash face. It is handsome face. The design on the hand-woven shawl was dash, exquisite. The celebrations were followed by a dash fireworks display, spectacular and delectable. So which is the correct synonym? It is spectacular fireworks. The sunrise at Kanyakumari is dash, beguiling and gorgeous. So what is the right word? It is beguiling. Sixth one. The peacock is a very showy bird with dash plumage, resplendent and comely. So the word is resplendent. Seventh. Each feather of the peacock is tipped with an dash eye spot, iridescent and alluring. So the right synonym is iridescent, means beautiful with some shining aspect. The handmade chocolates were dash delectable and dazzling, and the right synonym is delectable. The village by the sea offers dash shops and restaurants, alluring and admirable. So the answer is alluring. 10th one. Benares presents a dash maze of narrow streets, statistic and picturesque. So which is the answer? It is a picturesque maze of narrow streets. The next exercise. Choose the most appropriate synonyms for the words in italics. So dog is a faithful animal. So what is the synonym for faithful? It is loyal. The man was old and looked frail. And the synonym for frail is weak. Being courteous costs you nothing. Synonym for courteous is polite. Fourth one, the huge mansion looked empty. What is the synonym for empty? It is vacant. The police ensured that the street was safe. Synonym for safe is secure. He was bothered by loud music. Bothered synonym is annoyed. The juggler's tricks were confusing. Synonym for confusing is baffling. The city was hit by a terrible storm. Terrible and the synonym is awful. A huge crowd had gathered on the momentous occasion. Synonym for momentous is historic. This is not an exhaustive list of synonyms. Exhaustive and the synonym is complete. The third exercise. In each of the following sentences, identify two words that have a similar meaning. So in the same sentence, there are two synonyms and you have to identify. First one, and the example is the unhappy ending of the story made us all sad. So these are the two synonyms, unhappy and sad. If I do my normal work, I will get my regular salary. So what are the two synonyms we have here? Normal and regular. Second one, you throw the ball to the dog and it will toss it back to you. What are the two synonyms? Throw and toss. You will find your way if you stay on the right path. And the synonyms are way and path. The stuntman leaped into the air and jumped over the fire. And the synonyms are leaped and jumped. If you listen carefully, you can hear the bird's song. And the two synonyms are listen and hear. Sixth one. The gloomy day was marked by dark clouds. and the synonyms are gloomy and dark. His hourly wages are much higher than my monthly salary, and the synonyms are wages and salary. Eighth one, the car's engine was noisy and the horn was loud. The synonym is noisy and loud. Ninth one, the gang of robbers disappeared into the crowd, and the two synonyms are gang and crowd. Tread cautiously when you walk in the garden, and the synonyms are tread and walk. So those were the synonyms. And now coming to the antonyms. An antonym is the counterpart of the synonym, and it's a word or a phrase that has the opposite meaning to another word or phrase in the same language. For example, poor and rich, swift and slow, and so on. Coming to the first exercise, from the words given in the box, choose the most appropriate antonyms for the words in italics. Be very careful. You have to choose the antonyms. Most of the time, you people get confused with the antonyms and you strike at the synonyms. So be very careful to choose the antonyms. The first one, the fabric was very smooth, and the opposite word is rough. The desert was awful, and awful opposite is wonderful. Monsoon arrived late this year. Late and the opposite is early. The umpire's decision was fair. Opposite of fair is biased. His inaction shows his tacit support. And the antonym of tacit is explicit. Tacit means confusing, not clear, which cannot be understood easily. Explicit is very clear. Sixth one, when the government changed, his position became precarious, and the opposite of precarious is secure. Here precarious means not sure, unsure, okay, and are insecure. Seventh one, the teacher berated the students for their performance. What's the meaning of berated? Scolded. And the opposite of berated is praised. The map is very inconvenient. Opposite of inconvenient is handy. Big cities are becoming famous for their pollution. Opposite of famous is notorious. The leader expelled the new entrants. And expelled, opposite is welcomed. Now coming to the next exercise of antonyms. From the words given in the box, the most appropriate antonyms for the words in italics. You have to choose the antonyms from the given list of the words. First one, while more schools should be established, child labor should be dash. So opposite of established is abolished. When the army advances, the enemy retreats. Only fools are dash, wise people remain modest. Fools are vain. Natural dyes are so eco-friendly, dash ones are harmful, synthetic. Sometimes the lazy ones prosper and the dash ones suffer. Opposite of lazy is diligent, means hardworking. Sixth one, the survival rate of indigenous plants is better than that of dash ones. Indigenous means native plants which are familiar to that particular land. And the opposite of indigenous is exotic. Exotic means which are unfamiliar or foreign. Seventh one, many former heroes now live in dash for public memory is short. Opposite of memory is oblivion, means forgetful. Eighth, statistics are often used not to reveal but to dash the truth, conceal the truth. Reveal is to make clear and conceal is to hide. Ninth, although marketed as fresh, the vegetables were pretty stale. Fresh, opposite is stale. Neither defeats nor dash should affect us. Opposite of defeats is triumphs. Now moving on to the grammar item, prepositions. We all know prepositions show a relationship between the subject and the object in a sentence. For example, the pen is in the pocket. The pen is the subject and pocket is the object. So they are related with the word called in. So that is the definition of prepositions. Hope you all know it. Basically, there are three types of prepositions. Prepositions of time, place and moment. Time, in, on, before or ago. Place also in, on, at, under and before. movement to, across, over. The thing to remember the prepositions of place is they are attached to the surface. In, on, at, under, before, these are all attached. And prepositions of movement, they are not attached. For example, the cat is walking across the road. Across means it's not a single point. It's a movement from one place to another. So these are the three important prepositions we have to. So the first one, the principal presided over the meeting. His report dealt with the academic activities of the college. The principal thanked the students for their cooperation. The chief guest congratulated the students on their performance. It's not for their performance, it is on their performance. He said that the secret of success lies in hard work. He advised the staff not to quarrel among themselves. It would be wrong if he said to complain against each other. He pointed out that the students depend on them. He warned that he would not put up with any indiscipline. Dash a brief speech, the chief guest gave away the prizes. After a brief speech, the chief guest gave away the prizes. Next exercise. Correct the common errors in the use of prepositions in the following sentences. He picked up a fight with me. And the correct sentence is he picked a fight with me. No up. I ordered for a coffee. These are unnecessary prepositions. We should say I ordered a coffee. He replied me in the negative. Here the preposition is needed. He replied to me in the negative. He is unable to move from bed. From bed is wrong. He is unable to move in bed. They were talking something. So what they were talking? So they were talking about something. This paper is inferior than that. It's not than that, it is inferior to that. Everyone should pray God, it is pray to God. He will be cured from his fever is an error, cured of his fever. Write the answers with ink. This is the commonest error we all make. It is not with ink or with chalk or with pen or with pencil. It is in. Write the answers in ink. This is a comfortable house to live. This is a comfortable house to live in. This building is built by bricks. It is built with bricks. I shall inform them this. I shall inform to them of this also can be written. Now next one, prepositional phrases. So phrases are the group of words which are attached to prepositions. Fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositional phrases given in the box, and this is also a short question in the examination. I gave a presentation dash all my classmates on behalf of all my classmates. Dash it was a pretty good film. On the whole it was a pretty good film. He withdrew his application dash his arrival in favor of his sorry, it's not arrival, it is rival. He withdrew his application in favor of his rival. Dash the heat, we all worked during summer. In spite of the heat, we all worked during summer. Dash of a fire, exit from the rear window in case of a fire. Can I help you in any way? Seventh one, I would rather have water dash a soft drink instead of a soft drink. We all have to work dash government rules according to government rules. He opened the attachment out of curiosity. Dash to the crew, there were 60 passengers on the flight in addition to the crew. Now that is about the degree third SEM English first unit, grammar and vocabulary. Under vocabulary we all discuss synonyms and antonyms, and under grammar we all discuss prepositions and prepositional phrases. So this is how we are going to prepare from unit 1, and do well in the examination. These are the sure short questions. If you have any doubts or any clarifications, please use the comment section and ask for the clarifications. Thanks for watching, and if this tutorial had made sense, please like, share, and do not forget to subscribe. That means a lot for me. Okay, bye bye for now, and let's meet up in the next video. Bye, take care.